Good morning, everybody from New York City. It's Sunday, October 25th, 2020, 11:10 a.m., 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius. And boy, did the temperature sure drop today from yesterday. I am in the Soho area, I would say. No, it's not the Soho area. This might be Hudson, but it's the Spring Street area. Spring Street and 6th Avenue. Hudson Square, I think that's what the neighborhood's called. The name of the neighborhood slipped for me for a little bit. But I'm going to be doing a little walk of Manhattan in the morning. Hope everyone's doing well today. I am pretty much right next to the Holland Tunnel in Lower Manhattan. Look at this fancy man. General Jose Artigas, National Hero of Uruguay, Protector de los Pueblos Libres. This isn't really a busy neighborhood. Plus, it's kind of chilly out. I don't think too many people will want to come out. It's kind of chilly. Yeah, it is chilly today. It's 50 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature dropped dramatically between last night and today. But now is a good time to travel to New Jersey if you want to go to New Jersey. I don't see too many cars on Broome Street. If we go when everyone else wants to travel, like during the Memorial Day weekend or during Labor Day weekend, everyone's leaving at the same time, and it's going to take you like a long time just to get over the tunnel. But right now, early in the morning, no one's here. You have the entire Broome Street to yourself, and you could probably get to New Jersey in like half an hour compared to like 2-3 hours. You never seen this place so empty on a Sunday. I expected it to be a little bit busier as well. Where did everybody go? Where did everybody go? Maybe someone could tell me. Looks like a ghost town. I mean, certain parts of the city are quiet and certain parts of the city have a lot of activity. There's definitely a lot more people in the outer boroughs now compared to Manhattan. Thank you, Janice Milne, for the $10 Canadian. Appreciate it, Janice. Thank you so much. I think this angle looks a little bit better. I don't know why I was stuck in the other mode. This reminds you haven't drank coffee yet? Maybe you should, because it's a cold day today. Well, here in New York, I don't know where everyone else lives, but normally this intersection on a weekday is so busy. They have traffic cops here handing out tickets for blocking the intersection and everything else. good view of the One World Trade Center in the background on the corner of Thompson and Watts. Lenny's saying everyone's hiking upstate. Well, my Metro North train yesterday going upstate was very crowded. Hiking is a popular activity for New Yorkers around this time. But it also comes with its own issues, because when the weather's nice like this and people want to go hiking, they all take the same train. Sometimes you can't even get on. Anna F, thank you for $4.99. Super chat received. All right, Anna. Thank you so much. Thank you. In fact, yesterday when I was taking the train to upstate, the conductor was even checking the tickets on the Metro North. And usually I don't see them checking tickets when it gets that crowded, but they really made people work for their fare. So you know, probably the MTA is under pressure to collect money. By the way, yesterday I met a viewer by the name of Josie, and she wanted me to shout her out on live stream. So here's her shout out. Thank you so much, Josie from Astoria. Thank you. And also Robert Oden from $2 for $2. Is New York City as dirty and smelly as people say? That depends. I'm actually right next to a garbage can. Overfilled, but I don't smell anything. These pigeons don't mind. They don't mind at all. There was also a staircase that I climbed in Harlem yesterday. It literally smelled like shit and piss, because there was shit and piss on the staircase. I'm not joking you. But most of New York City does not smell bad, only in certain areas. Now I'm in Soho proper, Wooster Streets and Broome Streets. You can see the construction crew has gotten an early start to their day. Thank you, Rover Manfred, with the €5 from Austria. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. And Judith with $15. Congratulations on 195,000 subscribers. Thanks. It'll be here before I know it, 200,000. I think I might even hit it before the end of the month, but we'll see. Oh my goodness, it's getting chilly. I mean, my body doesn't feel it, but I feel like I should start bringing my gloves from now on, because it's that time of year now where the temperature is gonna just drop. But I'm feeling it in my hands. It is buffering right now, which is not a good sign. Let me try turning on my VPN. I didn't know that there would be some signal issues here, but it's worth it to enable it anyway. Personal hotspots on. Let's turn this on as well. It's already on. Is my Wi-Fi connected? My Wi-Fi is on. I think it should be okay now. Soho is very quiet now in the morning. I like doing morning walks, especially in busy areas of the city, to see if they're busy all the time. All these stores in Soho are just starting to open now, if they're not open already. Kate Spade, Zadig and Voltaire. Doesn't even look like anybody's shopping inside these stores. Mercer Streets. Next street is Broadway, by the way. We'll really get to see how Soho is when I get to Broadway. These side streets are usually not that crowded. Yep, Soho is very quiet right now. I think it's dead. Right? New York City's dead, and right now there's nobody in Soho. It's dead right now. Yep, Soho's dead, right? There's a handful of people out. And there's also the D train shuttle bus to Grand Street. Thank you so much from Russia, 379 rubles. From Siberia, look at that. Top View tour bus. Let's go up here and check out a little bit of Soho before I go down into different parts of Manhattan. Mr. T saying Soho is a better place to go midday. Well, it really depends. Right now it's very relaxing. It's cool to see it a little bit quiet like this and see everyone set up. Here's Levi's, 30% off your entire purchase. Wow. Thank you, Ask Dr. Rich, for 10 euros. Thank you for the great videos. Thank you so much. Yeah, Ramses, it's a cold day. It's time to bring out the winter jackets now and the gloves because it's that time of year again. I should have brought out my gloves as well. My hands are a little bit chilly. Thank you, Walk with Wheeze, with $10 Australian. Inspired me to start my own walking videos in Sydney. Not as good as you, but I live in a beautiful city, so I want to share it. All right, more walking videos throughout the world. Awesome. I'm all for it. All right, this should be the busiest area of Soho now. Jerry's asking if I'm using an iPhone. I have an iPhone as my personal phone, but for the streaming phone, I use the Galaxy S9 Plus. My personal preference is that iPhones are better as personal phones because generally more people use them to communicate. It's like the most popular single branded phone around the world, and Androids are better work phones. Here we go, Spring Streets. I'm gonna walk up Broadway now. Sharad Matter, I need to do a video about my setup. I definitely do. I'm getting a lot of questions about the tech I use and what I use for my setup, but I don't want to make one yet because I still have a lot of new equipment on the way, and I want to do the video after I get all my new equipment. Because if I do it now, it's already going to be outdated. Hopefully by next month. Right now is around the time when all the phone companies and the camera companies release new equipment. October, November, this is the time. Uniglow. Looks like they just opened. It's 11 a.m. right now. I mean, they open at 11 a.m. Starry night, that's true. Every time you do buy new tech, it's already out of date. But, you know, sometimes it's not about the tech, but the way you use it. It doesn't matter if you have the best phone or the best camera equipment. If your video making skills stink, then your videos are gonna stink. That's just the way it is. You can ask 1,000 people to take the same picture. There's going to be people who take it better and some people are going to take it worse. Here's Prince Streets. Very quiet on Prince. Yo, pigeon, only I'm supposed to jaywalk across the sidewalk. What makes you so special? The pigeon's even taking his time and eating on the sidewalk, on the street. Wow, so bold. Deserves a fine. This is neat. Someone's putting up their Polaroids here. Old tech. Interesting. Those are pigeon-toed birds? Oh yeah. Pretty sure they are. Well, this is an eerie block of Soho. This corner store is closed. The Dig. Lafayette Streets. Yeah, I am in Soho right now. I started from the Hudson Square neighborhood on Spring and 6th. I can make it if I hurry. I smell some good breakfast foods right now. A lot of bacon grease, croissants, breads.
I really want you to know that.
All combined together. St. Andrew's Restaurant. Now's the really trying time for the New York City restaurant industry because in this weather, only the bravest will come out to dine outside if there's no outdoor heating. For me, I actually wouldn't mind dining outside at this time. You just gotta bundle up. It's kind of hard to do without gloves though. You gotta like eat really quickly and just get out of there. I say that the city got a huge break in the outdoor dining scene throughout the month of October because we've had pretty good weather up until now. Today the weather just got really, really chilly. It got as low as the mid-40s this morning. I think the high is only going to be like in the low 50s today. But it looks like this entire section of Manhattan is quiet right now. With the exception of that restaurant over there. Let's go. That must be a great, oh, I don't have to even say that that must be because I know it is. I've dined there before. Not at this location, but they notoriously have waiting lines and reservations for this restaurant, Jack's wife Frida. It's a Mediterranean, Moroccan inspired restaurant. They specialize in their brunch. And people line up all over the city and even out of the city just for this restaurant. And I have to say, it is not overhyped at all. It is so good. Some people even getting off the line because it's so busy. Jack's White Frita, folks. I think they specialize in their green egg dish. Let me see if I can find it. It's this one, the green shashuka. That's what it is. Green shashuka, that's what they're famous for. I wouldn't say it's Moroccan food, it's kind of like fusion, but they've made a very, very good way of cooking the food. You love shashuka? I don't think I've had shashuka until I went to Jack's White Frita. But you can see the popular restaurants are getting very busy, even early in the morning like this. I wouldn't say it's early in the morning anymore, it's late morning. Perfect time for brunch. Hey, Texman81, 15 bucks. Looking forward to the Sleepy Hollow video. You worked there when it was North Tarrytown. Okay. I might publish it tomorrow. I gotta work on it though. But yeah, you will find out if I got creeped out or not by the neighborhood of Sleepy Hollow. It is considered by many to be the most haunted place in the country. So stay tuned for that video. Stacy G. Boy, hey. I don't know how to pronounce the J-E last name. I bring so much joy and light to my walking tours, such an insightful insider's view from South California. Let me cross the street first. Thanks, Stacy. Appreciate it. Ooh, this is kind of interesting. They're holding hands, but they're looking away from each other. Sounds like a sign of a relationship that's about to go sour. I'm kidding. I think those two will forever be together because they're stuck on the wall and can't move. Maybe they're frenemies, I don't know. Sound issues, maybe because my jacket's rubbing on the lav mic. Maybe I'll position it better. Let's put it here. I think that'll work better. Yeah, the mic was rubbing on my jacket. Harder to do now in the cold weather because you have more layers of clothing. They're gonna rub against each other. Now I clipped it on my jacket pocket, so I hope it doesn't rub too much. The wall of lies. Oh my gosh. Maybe these are all my lies up here. I've told a lot on this channel. You still hear the rubbing? All right. Let me see where I could put it. It's hard. I think it's okay. Now I try to position it away from the jacket. Ooh, angry New Yorker. They wanted him to move. Let's go. So I'm gonna head over to Little Italy and Chinatown right now. See how they're going right now in the early morning. I keep saying it's early morning, late morning. Might even be past noon now. I haven't been checking the time. 11:42. A lot of traffic here on Grand Street, but you've got everything from construction here to subway shuttle buses to bike lanes, construction, NYPD trying to move traffic along with no avail. Watch, if this police officer gets mad, he's gonna use the loudspeaker. Gotta move it for the police. No one's going anywhere. Now with that bus in the way, can't. I told you, move through that light. Even still, traffic can't go anywhere. Everyone's through the light already in the intersection. I already see it. I mean, I feel bad for whatever event that the police officer needs to respond to, but you better not hope that you need the police right now. This is what happens. Look at this. How are the cops gonna get through this? Pull through the light, but there's nowhere else for people to go. Maybe the cops can use, I don't know, a flying car. All right, the bus pulled over. Yeah, Jude, if I can go faster than these cops right now. Looks like the cops gave up and they're taking Mott Street now, unless that's where they need to go. Look at that, they still got stuck in traffic. Oh gosh. Traffic sucks in New York City. This is why I hate driving. But on the other hand, we get to see what Chinatown's all about now. A lot of people doing their grocery shopping. Van doesn't pull over. Well, you got everybody here now. People parking, people double parking. This driver here is just standing here. Not worth driving at this time. I always love walking through Chinatown to observe people grocery shopping. Still one of the best places to get good quality vegetables at affordable prices. You can get your salted seafood here, preserved fish, shrimps, squids, things of that nature. By the time these cops get through this traffic jam, it's going to be over now. Oh my gosh, the smell of Chinese food on Chinatown smells so good. Abdulain N, what nationality am I? I am an American citizen, but my family heritage is from Guangdong, China. The police need bikes. They do have cops on bikes, but I don't really see them in use too often. What's up, man? Hey. All right. The mailman's a subscriber of me. Awesome. Even the mailman can attend to the police emergency faster than the police now. And he's making stops at every single door. A lot of people getting food now. Bills FN, do I speak Chinese? 會識講好少少，會講一點中文，但是我沒練習。I know a little bit. I forgot a lot. And my native accent of Thai Chinese, that's even fading very quickly. And the Thai Chinese community, which is my native dialect when I was growing up, it was the main dialect that settled Mott Street, Chinatown. You can still hear it occasionally from time to time, but it's quickly being outpaced by the Mandarin speakers and the Cantonese speakers. It's mostly the older generation that speak the dialect now. Hey, what's it going? You're enjoying your Sunday now?
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Bye. A lot of life in Chinatown in the morning. I always love coming down here. I was gonna cross into Little Italy, but that whole scene with the cops and the traffic got me a little bit sidetracked, so I just went on Mott Street the entire way. Hey, look at that. I think the cops agree with you. Silver beer nuts, the best duck and ribs in Chinatown. Maybe that was the emergency that the cops were attending to. They want to come to Big Wong for their roasted meats. But all joking aside though, I really hope that emergency gets settled soon and no one's in danger, because it's going to take forever for the cops to respond. Big problem in New York. Usually what the cops do is they have multiple units responding at the same time, so if one unit gets stuck in traffic, then the other ones can hopefully get there faster. Yeah, Big Wong is okay, not very good as average food. I mean, people are gonna have their preferences. You can make a million food videos of Chinatown and refer people to so many different places. Like, probably one of the most well-known food channels out there are the Fung Brothers. They just did a Fung Brothers Chinatown food tour, part 4 of Chinatown. Romaine, thank you for €5. I haven't even tried a quarter of the restaurants in Chinatown. Here's Bo Key Restaurant. This is not the same restaurant that Fung Bros recommended. Their favorite restaurant, the Bo Key Restaurant, was on Baxter Street, not Bayard. But they might be related to each other, but they mentioned the one on Baxter was their favorite restaurant in Chinatown. Tony's Rice Roll, they compared in their latest video too. They're opened up by Chinese Americans. And then you have Yingji Chengfen down the block here on the corner. This one's a chain in Guangzhou that opened up here in Chinatown. Different style of food, but to each their own. Some people are gonna like the traditional style, some people are gonna like the new age style. Jai 632, 45N, they're related. That's what I suspected. I think I remember hearing them saying that. Brent Kate, if I had to pick a favorite Chinatown restaurant, which one would I choose? Oh my gosh, that's been changing so quickly. I really can't give you an answer because some days I'm in certain moods for certain foods. And it's not like I always eat Chinese food all the time. I'll try out different cuisines. I'm just like that. Yesterday I was in Harlem. I had Caribbean food. And it was some of the most delicious Caribbean food I've ever eaten. Justo, Corral, Flushing Chinatown food versus Manhattan Chinatown food. Flushing Chinatown food for the more diverse cuisines, but Manhattan Chinatown for the price. $1 appetizers per piece. Thank you, Robert, for the $2.99. Robert, appreciate it. You're surprised Manhattan costs less money. A lot of it too has to do with a lot of the older generations settling down here, and they maintain the low prices for the community who live here. What's going on here? TV shoot? Looks like you see everything in New York, right? They're filming for something. Let's go down here, and then I think I'll bring you to the other side of Chinatown that's not really popularized as much. Daniel Bibinger with €2. Appreciate it. Greetings from Germany. All right. Because over here, Mott Street, Canal Street, this is mainly known as the main area of Chinatown, the tourist area. But many people don't know there's another side of Chinatown on East Broadway, and I want to showcase the streets around there. It's a different region of Chinese that settled down in that area compared to this area, which is more of Canton, Hong Kong, and the Taishanese people. These people all don't mind dining out in this weather, folks. They all have thick jackets on. Gustavo Naranjo, thank you for $2. So this area of Chinatown that I'm about to take you on, I've noticed has gotten a lot more hard hit from COVID than the traditional Chinatown on Mott Street and Canal Street. In fact, there's a bunch of places that close up there, and it's really sad.
Oh, hello.
Hey. Some guy said hello to me. All right. Onward towards East Broadway, Chinatown, otherwise known as Little Fuzhou, from the Fujian region of China. Give me some more angry honks. Ooh, that did not sound good at all. All right, so now we're in Little Fuzhou. Dim Sum Go-Go, very great spot for dim sum. It's a modern twist on dim sum, actually. Miss Amy, thank you for $2. But in traditional Cantonese dim sum, what happens is they have people rolling around dim sum carts, and when you see them and they arrive at your table, you just say, hey, I want this one from your dim sum cart or that one. But in this restaurant, you order off a menu. Thank you, Angela's, for 10 pounds. Always enjoy your walks, especially as you can't visit at the moment. Thank you, Angela. Appreciate it. So this is the Fujian residents who settled this area. They neighbor the Guangdong province, but their languages are completely different. And because there's not as many tourists who come to this side of Chinatown, I've noticed that it's suffered a lot more than the traditional Chinatown. And also many members of this community, they've been moving to other parts of New York City because it's getting pricey over here. The most famous spot for these people to go is the Brooklyn Sunset Park Chinatown on 8th Avenue. Here's a cell phone store. Downtown Yummy Restaurant. Their gates are closed right now. Here's a little side store with their gates closed. Sophia and I went to Central Park yesterday. If I was able to clone myself 100 times, I'd make videos in like every single part of New York City every day, but I can only be in so many places at once. In fact, I even wanted to travel internationally this year, but because of COVID, that's been very challenging. I'm gonna have to wait for that. Here you can also get your groceries. That gentleman there is speaking Mandarin. $0.99 a pound for apples. Thank you, Leandro Macedo, with the 10 real. From Brazil, the city vet stores near the beaches don't require people to use face masks anymore and are much safer. Well, that's good. Hopefully it stays safe there. Here's the meat market, SC Meat Market. Looks busy in there. This spot over here has been featured plenty of times. Mostly known as a hole in the wall, but they offer stuff like $3 peanut noodles and like $5 beef stew noodle soups. Really good spot. But not to take away from all the other restaurants on East Broadway across the street, which I passed on too. Yeah, Zane, it is great to see all the support for these businesses as well. Akbarel, Yeshua, thank you for $2. But if you notice, most of these people here are the people who live here. Just the local community. Yeah, in America 3, the underground mall is over here, the East Broadway Mall Incorporated. In fact, there's a viewer here who's watching. He's a moderator, Tech Explorers. He went in there, the East Broadway Mall, and went inside. But all those businesses, they're having trouble now staying afloat, especially the restaurant on the top floor. due to the absence of many tourists and social gathering limits. Here's a building for rent. Let me see if this is open. The door is closed. Use main doors on East Broadway. This is East Broadway though. That sign doesn't make sense. I wonder if we can go downstairs. But many of these businesses here, they got hurt a lot. The downstairs is like a ghost town. There's no one here. This place is freaky. I hope I don't lose connection because of the basement, but this is what happens from COVID, folks. Empty mall. So sad to see this. Yeah, tech, the lights are up now, which is good, but still so freaking freaky to see this. All right, I'm getting out of here now because it's hard to do videos like these and to show the side of New York that's being affected. All right. Time to head out into the streets of Chinatown again. Head over here. So I normally feature the grocery markets underneath the Manhattan Bridge here on 4th Street, but today I want to take you up this side on Eldridge because there's a bunch of other Chinatown restaurants and businesses on this side which don't really get featured too much. Warriorsaurus, thank you for the $10. Appreciate it. Thank you. Here we got Lianjiang Restaurant, $5.59 for any of those dishes. No, it's $5.99. I read it wrong. But any of those dishes for $5.99, you can get affordable meals in this part of Chinatown. Some of the most affordable in Manhattan, if I must say. Fong Restaurant. Am I gonna get lunch? No, I'm not gonna get lunch, but I'm just gonna look for a little bit before I do some shopping. Look at the prices here. You can't beat this. $2.50 for a lunch dish. Yijiang Fishball Inc. That's the name of the place. My man, Peter Laycock. 50 pounds, man. Thank you. Thank you, Peter. Krillin 876, $2. Do I like Peking duck? I do. Peking duck is great. I don't have it too often because eating all that food all the time isn't healthy for your body, but it's good to have it once in a while. Everything in moderation. Also, I passed by the museum at Eldridge Street. It is a Jewish synagogue, I believe. I've been in there before. They had a tour inside, and it was very nice. Champ Depot over here. This is a very interesting building. Part of the brickwork has even been exposed now to its original color. A picture you would probably think of like as gritty when you think of New York City. This is the kind of picture that you'll get. Eldridge and Canal. Heisenberg's Yale, there's a guy who fell into the sidewalk yesterday. Yeah, I saw that story. It happened in Belmont, Bronx. Only a block from where I was walking. Tech Explorers NYC, $5. Thank you for the shout out at 88 East Broadway. Yeah, it's so sad. But also thank you for going down there as well. It's a real side of New York that a lot of people don't see. Now I'm going to head into Sarah Roosevelt Park. Chris Tompkins, 1999. Keep it up. Your walks let us see the world we can't anymore. Can we see Hudson Yards soon? I did a walk of Hudson Yards not too long ago. I have it on video. It wasn't live though, but I started from there. It's a very lively neighborhood again. A lot of people in the vessel, a lot of people in the mall. So it's not as bad as I thought. We will see what's up over here. This is the local Chinatown community that many people don't see. What the locals do. This is the track and field section of Sarah Roosevelt Park, but I don't really see anyone using it for its intended purpose. Most of the people are just standing around. They're spectators, they're not athletes. Yeah, Tom, it is a small track. Not maintained too well because some of the lines are fading, but I don't think the city's gonna repair this anytime soon. I hope they do. Carl Lasso 2 with the 20 real. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, I have to, let me wait till some people come out. All right. These restrooms over here inside Sarah Roosevelt Park, filthy and disgusting. Don't go in there until you have to, unless you have to. Because the last time I used the men's room in there was water on the ground leaking and it was smelly. But at least there was soap and running water. Love the renovated park here. There's even a little sandbox for people and the swing set. Let's go through the ring. All right. I'm going to use the swing set now. All right. Okay. Very creaky swing. I'm getting a little bit dizzy from this swing, just hearing it and riding it. But I think I'm going to end the live stream here because I want to get some things done. But anyway, if you enjoyed the live stream, sure to smash the like button for me. Hard to keep balance here. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.